Hello everyone, welcome to Lesson from the Past, where I'm going to be sharing stories and lessons life has taught me along my journey actually. So basically, walking the path and then the lessons together with you. But this episode is actually very special to me. It's not because it's the first, but because I'm sharing with someone so dear to my heart. Oh. I mean, we met 3 years ago. We started work the same day, like into the same department, and we moved from colleague to friends and now to sister. I know she's leaving me, although in the body, in flesh, but not in spirit. So I felt like starting, and I've always lost this idea, and I'm like, okay, why not just launch it with someone special with me? Yeah. So yeah, we have my friend Anoluwa. Hi guys, my name is Anoluwa actually, but you can call me Anu for short. All right. So do you remember our first day? How we met? Yeah. What did we up to you? It was during our orientation, August 1st, 2022, orientation in the bank. We were on the fifth floor in the HR, I think the meeting room in the HR where we were just being onboarded and all of that. And I just saw this lady that was in multicolored dress. I'm like, how did this one again? Guys, I didn't know that was the first time wearing a multicolored dress to the bank. My first time working in the bank industry. It looked like church clothes, like it looked like I went to church. But then she wore that, and I think she had was it braid that was braid into shuku or something, like just into a ponytail and all of that. And so I think I was feeling myself when I left the video. Like I was really. And she now wore her t-shirt kind of shoe, those shoes. that and I feel like how cute. Ah, Jesus. Yeah, never again. That's how I felt. Never again. Yeah, but then I met her there. Like I didn't even think that I was going to meet anyone that would be in my department on that day. So yeah, and then when we were asked to introduce ourselves, she introduced herself and then war room, and she was like, oh, they put her in BPI, business person improvement. I was like, oh, nice. I mean, I didn't say that. I'm just like, finally, at least there's someone that I tried to. She's a hard babe. So by the time we were just being on there, I just opened my gum, like wanted to chew gum because I can get nauseous easily sometimes, especially if there's like a certain smell or the environment is somehow. So I don't know what you guys did that day, or maybe I was just feeling sleepy and I took gum, and then she asked me for gum. I'm like, okay. So and she was like, can I have some? Can you didn't even look at me. You don't look at me. I'm not like, now you're not the only one that has an attitude. Guys, that's not it. You serious? That's what you did. Wow. Kilo shake, maybe gone. Like, what is this? So the HR girl that was there was like that. Oh, nice. You guys are already you're already bonding. I'm like, bonding what? So we went to our departments, like I was just going up and down, and then we met our boss. She just went, they just sit down here, she sat down. I mean, I was able to shine my teeth because I mean I knew someone there, someone from church. So the moment I saw him, so it was just like, and but she was just on her own. It was very funny, like because I tried to get I didn't try to get close to her on Thursday, of course not, because I'm not that type of person as well. But with time I tried to like get close to her, but she was just always pulling back. And I'm not one because ever since I experienced a kind of friendship where I was one that initiated before and it really hurts me. I'm not the type to like initiate, but then like I just felt like we're working in the same department, even if we're not friends, let's just at least relate with ourselves and all of that. But she was always Okay, now that you mentioned that, do you think like the relationship moved from colleagues to being now feeling like family? I don't know, to be honest. If I tell you how, I can't even pinpoint a particular. So for what she said, I'm a kind of person that I feel like all friendships that I have, they've been the one initiating. Like it's not my fault. I'm sorry. I don't. Yeah, I'm hard, but I'm actually emotional. So she had baby. I don't know, like people saying that part. But I'm glad she actually made that move because if not, I would have just lose out on this wonderful being face. So now that we're here, can you share a fun or embarrassing moment? Like a memory that was fun or embarrassing? Embarrassing like at work? Yeah, maybe I work or anywhere. Is it something I've done I just like that was fun? That you cannot like just like when we came for Christmas, when you hosted like us for Christmas, it was actually yes. It was actually like, I left I finished like mixing. I mixed for pork from my house and I brought it to this place to come and fry. I did the one for my house people and my friends that were living in the area in my area. Then I brought her own puff meat. Like I brought it and we came to fry it here. Like it was just different because I mean I'd eaten in the house. I just left small space in my stomach. I was like, Tosin is hosting us. I was telling my mom, I think it's hosting us. I want to go. So I Same here, and before it was we had fun, money was here, Coco was here, and there were people here. So it was just really different, really nice. Like, yeah, that I'm a Christmas girl. Like, I love Christmas a lot. So it was just very, very different for me that particular time. Yeah. Embarrassing moments. I've had so many embarrassing moments in my life. Like when I fell down in university or would say, there was what when I was in secondary school, like the shirts that they gave me was like tight, like a bit tight. Like I don't think I would say that.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So if you describe me in 3 words, oh baby, and also the same for you.
In 3 words, you're a smarty pants. It's actually very you I know this is someone I like to read, like I'm not even talking about reading novels, I read novels. Someone likes to read as fast. Academically. Like who does that? Yeah. Bring on your project gigs and all that. She does research, so I promise you should do it
I will
very
challenge
well.
you, challenge you.
She'll do it very well. So she's actually really smart. She's actually uh she doesn't like show her emotions a lot of the time, but with actually she doesn't like show her emotions, but with me she has come to like be open with me. So if I describe you in one word, you are a hard girl, you're not a hard girl. You like to act like a hard girl, but you are not a hard girl. So you are smart, you are very diligent. I'll give it to you. You are very, very diligent and you embrace change.
Wow. Oh, that's a lot. So I want to describe Anu. First on my list is Anu is kind. Like Anu is really, really kind. Like she's really, really kind. Like the difference between somebody who like and somebody who's kind. Like Anu is really, really kind. Like no, whoever backs a wonderful thing in your life, like he's a very kind person. Another thing is, I'm very reliable. Yeah, like very reliable. You can trust. I feel like when people say to see I'm reliable, and when people give me that compliment, I think about it like I need someone that you just need to just say it to her ears. You don't have to like emphasize. She should just cut it like what you just said. She will definitely. And it's very. It's somebody that I can actually rely on. Like she's very reliable. Another thing, she's smart. She's beautiful. I mean, like I think that. I know. And it's not just physical. Like even her heart is so beautiful. Her heart is so beautiful. Like and it's beautiful in and out. So let me say with it. Let me not go too far. She's beautiful. And she loves to do things with her hands. Like and it's good. And it's talented. And it's that way. She's talented. So the case I give her first. You want to do crochet? She's there. You want to bake? She's there. Cookies? She's doing it. Like all on talented. Yeah. That's basically what I make it. Yeah. That's basically what I make. I'm not annoying. How to become there? How to become there? So with us being friends over the past 3 years, is that something that you learn about yourself during to the marriage or and this relationship? Like that's something that you don't get to learn. Like, yeah.
I didn't know I could be outspoken. Yeah, because from where I was coming from, they would like always water down my efforts and all of that. But every time they tell me, "Oh, I will do this," and I'm like, "I'm scared." You literally follow me. Like when we had an idea to present in the innovation week, you literally followed me. Like, okay, don't worry, I have this idea. We'll present it together. I least that day, my hands, you will hear it in my voice. My hands was in my ears, like it was really clear. But then I didn't know that I could be outspoken. So people now feel like, oh, I mean, sometimes it comes off as rude to some people. So I've tried to like, find a way to. Another thing is that maybe I don't know, you just gave me that leverage of, oh, I can say my mind, but not like I can say it in a way that hurt somebody else or hurt another person. But I have learned to pick myself up actually. And so usually if something happens, like I'll just be there, like I'll just be there. But I mean life goes on, like you cry, you stand up and you go on again. That's one thing I can say with you. Um and to be honest, working with you has been like an absolute life. I'm not going to lie because I think something happens now. Just come and say, there's gist though. There's gist though. Can you imagine what happened? Blah, blah, blah,
You
blah,
know
blah,
what I
blah.
really like about working the fact that I'm seeing something. I am best believer I just saw that place again. Like I don't need to. I don't
And then we just look at ourselves like this and we just start laughing.
so
Like, those people that
so don't do
understand body
anything
language
bad
and
beside
eye
us. Don't
language.
do it.
Yeah.
Like as a, even if she's not sitting beside me, we're in the same environment. If I see something, if I come and meet her, I know that I saw the expression. Like that's crazy. Like so they call us twins at work, and I cannot. If they see me, I'm like, where's the second one? Like, don't worry, she's coming. You must have see us together. You must see us together. So I'll say, what's one thing you will never forget from our work days together?
Ah, a lot you. Is it when rain beat us? No, we're coming to work. Or is it when you told us to come to work on Saturday, that time for training? A lot actually. One thing that I'll never forget. Hmm, Something that I'll never forget. I would say it is the resilience too, because like I said, I kept saying that the only reason why I felt like I could keep on going in that place for some time, even because I mean, because there was you to like eat things up. Imagine me just going there alone. Like I'll just be there. I'm like, in fact, when you don't come to work, everybody's always like, "You're quiet today. You're quiet today." Like,
Lily said that it was like, if I need it, she doesn't even pretend it. Like if you're not around, she doesn't. I'm like, oh, like, like it's a lie. It's a lie.
so I'm just always on my own. Like it, and it's not like I don't like to interact with people. I'm just like she just my vibe. Like do you get? So things I'll never forget is like the resilience. I mean, I've always heard that I'm resilient, but then she can complain about something, you know, like a job that someone's supposed to have done, or maybe she ended up doing someone else's job for her, and you think that she's forgotten about it. She just pick up the next thing. I'm just like, I'm gonna still there filming. Like, why would you give me a job to do? You already have a lot on my plate. Like, why can't you just get your job done? So yeah. I mean, I feel like it's just all a part of the experience as well. That's one thing that I have learned as well.
Okay, so since this podcast is themed lesson from the past, I'm going to ask you a question regarding that. It's also about the pattern and the lessons, right? So, what's one life lesson from these 3 years that you want to carry on into this next chapter? Anybody is leaving the country to further education. Yes. Sorry, so, like, what's one life lesson from these past 3 years that you would like you feel like you want to carry with you into
I
this
would
next
say
chapter?
never. I'm the kind of person that if something is hurting me, I will not speak a lot of the time. Like I'll hold it, and it's not good. But then I can't speak to my bosses like, "Oh, you did this thing to me, you hurt me, so so and so." It's just very weird because a lot of the time they don't even listen. So I feel like if you're going to an environment where you feel like someone is telling you, oh, if you have this problem, let me know. Like you should actually speak up. And that's why a lot of the time it was always easier for me to speak with Victoria if there was a lot of, because I mean, even if they're not, maybe they may not do anything on this post, they've actually even listened to you and all of that. Another thing is top management is not necessarily always they're not always necessarily the bad people, right? So I've learned that, in fact, from compared to where I was coming from before I got to this new place, I found out that in the previous place you could not easily access management, but in this place where we work currently, what you could go to the management office and you're like, sir, this and this is what's happening, and you'll be like, don't worry, I'll pick it up from there. Like that's one thing I really like about this place. Like you really don't have to, especially if you now have a relationship with them, a working relationship with them, you worked with them on projects and all of that. By the time you go to meet them and you're like, so I'm just going to say that yeah, we shouldn't be scared of top management, not necessarily all the time, but you should be observant as well, so that you will know the people that you can tell your issues to and the people that you should not tell the things that you're facing to. Like for example, now a lot of them usually always encourage you to like take that next job or do that next examination or do that next thing. A lot of them are necessarily not the bad people or the witches or the wizards in quotes. So yeah.
Okay, so thank you. So, what advice for anyone that is going to be starting afresh in a new job or new place or every season of their life? What advice will you give that person?
Hold on to God first. Hold on to God, you. Apart from God, like there is nobody. Like there's so much. There's only so much our family and friends can do. But there's one that will never leave. Another thing is when you're going into a new place, like study the environment very well and ask questions. Like my dad always says something like, "Why can't you ask?" She's always like, "Ask questions now, ask questions." I mean, I'm always very shy because I'm like, if I'm asking questions, it feels like I'm stupid. But she's like, my mom is like, anyway, she says to your brother, anyone that asks questions doesn't miss road. Like you have to ask, keep asking, even if it makes you look gullible, even if it makes you look dumb, just ask, like keep asking questions. And yeah, there's one thing. So we are both very independent people, so it's hard for us to ask for help. But another thing is that you actually have to ask for help when you need it. It's very important. So yeah.
Okay, so another thing is, if you have to give your younger self a message based on this journey, what would you say?
Don't listen to what everybody's telling you to do. Listen to what and then as long as it doesn't deviate from God's will. See, a lot of the time I always like, God show me what to do, God show me what to do. But you're already seeing those things. Like from the onset, I was in debate class. Like I would be the one that they would call to come and do cultural dance. I was never even in Yoruba cultural dance as a Yoruba girl. I was in the Igbo cultural dances, the Edo cultural dance presentations, debates, you will find me there, newscasting, you will find me there. So a lot of the time, like everybody just thought, okay, I was an art student in secondary school. But then because I grew up seeing my dad be an accountant, I'm like, oh, I want to be an accountant. That was like one wrong move. So because I said that, everybody like took it up, and so even when it felt like there was a deviation, like this thing, I don't derive joy from it. It's not satisfying. I felt empty, even when I was taking all of those examinations and all of that. It it just felt like everybody now started telling me, oh, you should do this, you should do that. By the time you have this certification, you will be hot cake, you would have got. Who says that you can't be hot cake if you have a certification in business analysis, for example, if you have a certification in public relations, or if you have a certification even in acting? I don't know if there's a certification in that. But like I feel like God has endowed a lot. I know that God has endowed a lot of us with different talents. So for me, I'm very good with my hands, and that's not to say that. So because I'm very good with my hands, sometimes it still falls under it still falls under arts and crafts. So I listened a lot to what it took me about 5 years for me to now realize that this is not it too, because when I was trying and trying and trying, it just did not work out. And that's how it is for me, like, and in my relationship with God as well. So he's like, if you're not going to listen to me, then I don't know what you want me to do. So it took a while for me to now realize, I'm like, okay, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. This is not. I mean, it has instilled in me a lot of talk. I mean, there's no experience that is lost. There's no experience that is a waste. There's so many things there's so many things that I've learned working in the finance space and being a business analyst. There's so many things that I have learned, and that's not to say that, of course, I can still take it into what I want to transition into. But then again, I'll just say, if I could give my younger self an advice, like, I get it though that I grew up under the wings of my parents, like, they always shielded me, and that's one thing I would never take for granted. Like, I can literally call my dad now, and he's like, okay, I'm coming there. But then everybody feels like they know what you should be doing. So listen to what God is telling you. Don't follow whatever. If what you're saying is not what God is saying, then fine. That's fine. But if I could, I can't go back in time, unfortunately. But if I could, I would have studied maybe theater arts or something. Right.
So now that you mentioned business analysis, by the way, we are business analysts actually, so in case you don't know. So still on the lesson. So for new, I've seen aspiring business analysts and they're always chasing certifications. I need certificate here, I need certificate there. Do you think that is the right move? And if not, like, what would you advise
So you
someone
should get the
aspiring?
experience first. If you get the, so let me tell you something. With ICANN, it became easier for me when I started working in one of the organizations that was practicing accounting. So because by the time, like, you remember a scenario, so even when you're writing the exams, it becomes easier for you because you probably think that scenario at work. So instead of even writing the textbook explanation, you are able to be creative with your own mind when you're writing the answers in the examinations. So certifications, yes, it's good. I mean, if maybe you don't have a job, you can start with the certifications, but you can get the experience first as well. Yes, you can get the experience, start with the experience, and then do the certifications on the side.
Exactly. So I'll also add that build the skills first, then also start with the experience, and from there you get your success as a B. So there's no point chasing. You don't have to know it all at first. You don't have to. You learn along the way. Just know the basics, learn the core skills, know the basis of the work, know what the role entails and what is required of you. Then you will definitely find your way. Don't worry. Peace. So on that now that you're looking ahead, now you're moving out, and what excites you most about this new chapter?
I don't know, to be honest, I've been crying.
This
is something that I've been waiting on God for. But I mean, like, God knows me so much that maybe He knew that I was probably even going to cry when it came, because it just still feels like a dream. It feels so surreal to me. But then, excitement. I'm excited to see how things are like outside of Nigeria, to be honest. I've never been out of here before, so I mean, today I still paid extra 10K that I had no budget for because somebody wanted to eat their own share after paying for the fee online.
This is my country.
So, like, I just want to see. I'm just excited to see how things work. Like, when there's a working system, I just want to see.
Like,
Do you get?
yeah.
Yes, because there's this girlie that I follow, this Eniola online today. She's like, even if it's Ghana, leave it. You're like, want to see how things are done, because if you're in Nigeria, she says she feels like your mind will be limited to an extent. So just go out and see how things are done. Yeah, I look forward to that. I look forward to soon too, actually.
Please take a picture. So I know you're nervous, but what are you nervous about in particular? How do you plan to face it?
What I'm nervous about is leaving my loved one here. Like,
Come on, we have technology.
We do cry on Tuesday. Have you which day?
I don't cry. She cried. I did not. That she cried. I don't cry. I'm not a cry baby.
She's not, but she cried. So it has just been weird. Like, I've been feeling it in my stomach. This time is not butterflies, but I'm just nervous. Like, I mean, I don't want to. I just pray that God to keep everybody.
Amen.
I don't want to lose any friendship. Like, but I know at the same time it requires a lot of work. So that's one thing. I mean, Taya, my friend has always faced reality that it's not always going to be the same. Like, I'll definitely lose some friends, but if I lose some friends, I don't want to lose the important ones. Like, I only do so much. If I don't see you putting in the energy as God, I would actually deviate. Like, I've spent so much on friendships for me to keep accommodating everybody's excesses as well. Friendships and relationships are intentional. They are very intentional. It takes a lot of intentionality. So you can't say that because you are 5 hours away from someone. I mean, I have someone that is 9 hours ahead of me, and we still talk every day. So it just requires a lot of intentionality. We send reels here and there. we we chat here and there, but I'm just nervous that I just feel like I just pray that I'll have time. But even if I don't have time, I can always create time. That's just it.
So based on friendship I said actually, I feel like just have friends that have sense. When they have said they know what to do. I mean, we don't have to talk we should actually talk every day, but we don't have to really talk every day. But once in a while that we let's know, like let that person feel important and know that I really own this person. It's not as if you're the only one that is in the friendship put and the other person don't even rate. If you know it, I will leave that person. Move on. So what do you hope to discover about yourself in this next race? Like I mean you are
A lot too.
you have a whole lot of records. What else do you think you want to discover?
I want to discover the next line of assignment for me actually in purpose. I feel like I'm already on that path, especially because I have now decided to study. But I just want to see. I just want to be in the radio club and see how my voice will sound on the radio. Right. I want to do that. What else am I excited for? I want to see the what I want to discover about myself is the entertainment aspect. I mean, I've always known that I like entertainment, so I want to see like entertainment and explore. Still exploration not for me. I'll be exploring. Come on, lo, kini, ka lo, sinu mi, come and swim, come and throw snowballs. Let's travel from one place to the other. Let's try new food, Korean food, Asian food, Turkish food, Indian food. Yeah, she doesn't like that, but me, I like it, so I want to discover more. Jajangmyeon, tteokbokki, all of that. Yeah. I'm not going to do skydiving though. I would not do that.
I remember the day we went to Lekki.
Is it? I'm not
I'm like Jesus.
I saw this priest, please, if I can't be there, I'll never come back again. Just see me to the end.
It was very funny. And the thing I was on like that, I don't want to listen.
The monkeys! Oh my god!
Those monkeys, they're not animal.
I would never go there again.
It was a fun experience actually.
The adrenaline was rushing.
It was fun experience. So now speaking about friendship and you living now, what will you miss most about us being in cities? Like we're still friends, we still always keep up.
And then I always come to your house. I just take bike and come to us. I enter our kitchen and go.
When I look come, I'm very late. No, off the camera. I am.
She doesn't like to cook. I don't like to cook at home as well, but my mom cooks like at her bed. My husband is hungry, so she just adds her own to it. But I come to this house and there's literally nothing there, and she has food stuff at home. So I just come, I just enter. What do you have? I'll just cook and eat.
I have friends that cook for me, honestly.
I have friends that love to feed, so I love to feed my friends. So I can go to their house. I may not necessarily cook at home, but I can just go to their house and just cook for them.
I have friends that cook for you, like today I just cook for you. I've been there always for I'm late. But now help me. I'll pick fuck up that.
Yeah, so being able to just come here, see you like literally every day, except when we work for days, but seeing you every day. I'll miss that about my friends.
For me, I will miss the fact that I'll go for lunch. Like, Mr. Sugar was asking me yesterday, like, so will you be going to lunch with? And then, like, I'll be bringing food from us. Like, well, you don't like cooking. I'm like, I'll find a way around that. And the fact that something happened, like, something just, and like, I could say, no, what's supposed to let me gist you.
You want to gist me now. Don't leave me out of gist.
Yes, I got to myself. I wanted to say something. I forgot to. Shadi was sitting on your seat yesterday. So I was not like, no, I'm like, no, it's me. Or oh, sorry. So I'm like, I think I just have to gist it. So that I'm going to miss, and the fact that when it's past 8, like I'm in the office and I've not seen him like by 9, I'm already calling guy, where are you? What's up? I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss because a lot of people will be asking me, like since I've not really rested, honestly. The fact that I'll give and people ask me where's I know, the fact that like I don't even know. Going down to pick stuff, I don't think about it, but it's actually a whole lot. I'm going to miss it. Let's not lie about that. Then how do you think we'll keep this bond alive across distance?
We go call you. If you don't pick my call, I will send my brother down here.
On this condition. So I called Abby yesterday. I tried her number on WhatsApp. She didn't pick. Abby wasn't even going. So like I tried like Twitter, wasn't going. And in my head I was like, I'm not left. I mean, it's not picking my phone again. Then I'm calling my Wi-Fi. They should not tell me that Wi-Fi is there. I'm just like, why would I even think of such? Like I know I love her and then I care for her, but this living actually shows how much actually what I care. I'm part of the whole process, but it just occurred to me like my friend is living, like she's living this space, and it's just I cry. I'm not like I cry, but then it is what it is. Yeah. So if you had to leave me with one message before you go, what would it be?
Don't forget me. I don't exclude me from all the gist. Gist me. Gist me. I like gist.
Oh my God, what message? That's what
Now.
no, I cannot forget. But I think that was the first thing when you told me that your visa is here. I think that was the first thing I told you.
Yeah.
On WhatsApp, like, and please don't.
And she was one of really crying the bus that day when she was like,
I'm like,
why would you even
okay,
think that?
I said, thank you, Jesus. Like, I was so happy. Then I'm like, and please don't forget. Like, I didn't know when that dropped, and I was waiting. In fact, my sister was like, what happened? I said, what's it like? Never, I don't think breakup has even make me cry like that.
Actually.
Like, I don't know. I don't like even someone you die in my family. I don't think I've cried like that. That's how much. So, but I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just it. Like, I'm going to miss you so much. I don't say this enough, but I really love you. It's so much about you. And I know that in this, I know you're going for the best. Yeah, for a better course. I understand. And like you would say, 20 friends will not play for 20 years. In this case, like in close proximity, but we're still friends forever. And you are still my sister, actually. Like, and I'm glad like you actually initiate this friendship because, like for me,
Not that I have bad character. To me, I always saying this.
I'm a sweetest person, but just that before you get that sweet part, you'll do a lot of work actually.
Yeah.
And it's not my fault. I just feel like we came from different backgrounds and experience has shaped us in a way, but that doesn't make us a bad person or to now turn any out. But yeah, and it taught me to be very free.
Yeah.
Own.
And I thought her skincare too.
Yeah, actually.
Yo.
When I went
Like the way things that she's doing now.
any of that. Yeah, also nails.
She splurges on perfume now. Now that's not saying that she wasn't using perfume before, but every time I tell her, post there's this perfume that is it's very nice. So she say, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I need nails. Like I just like it, but these days, like I'm not on nails because one of my nails broke, so I'm trying to like take a break. But now, like I now love it. What is that thing?
Self care in general.
Yeah,
It's good to care for yourself. Like you work so hard, so
actually. So yeah, I think that's that. Then also I know blow your trumpet. Like there's certain things that just because it comes easy for me. Like the research she was talking about, like I just told her randomly it's something that I love to do and I just went to like blow my trumpet and she just a way like tell you that don't do that on some potential something that I just do and like it's fine I don't really mean into it but she makes me see my potential the ones that I do that or the one I've not even recognized or so she has she has been a sister actually I cannot I don't know what else to say so basically this has been a special conversation and not just for me but also a reminder that life is about connections we build yes so I tell people that one of the wrong advice I tell people, don't go to work, just do the job that pays and go. While I can understand that, but I feel like it's not terrible advice. Actually, you need people. You need people. Just look out for your own kind and just make sure you nurture that connection. Actually, but to say that you just go there, do your job, and go no, there'll be a day you need people, and if you have not cultivated that connection,
how do you want to ask?
There's no you can just walk up to them and they will just do it for you. So yes, you really need people. So I'm glad for the connections we build, for the lessons we've learned, and we are still learning. The courage to actually step into new seasons. Yeah. So when I heard the news, I was so happy. But at the same time, I had to like reflect and say, am I ambitious enough? Am I settling or something? And all of that.
Yeah.
So
You know they like the year word sometimes.
so I'm so glad. Thank you for sharing your part with us today.
Thank you for having me.
And to everyone that is listening, thanks for being part of this conversation. Thanks for being part of this first episode of Lesson from the Past. And I pray for grace to continue.
I mean,
to continue and not stop here. Honestly, because this has been a dream. I've been nursing. And like, maybe it was because of me that I know he's living that, but I can do this thing. I don't know. But until next time, let's keep working the part and learn the lesson. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye, guys.